Hello and welcome to the Whoniverse. In this video I'm going to be running through some theories I have related to the Series 10 finale two-parter, The World Enough in Time, and The Doctor Falls. Now before I start I would like to advise you to watch at your own risk, as I may potentially spoil the finale if these theories do become correct. Finally, I would like to say that this theory does contradict my previous theory about the monks being Cybermen, but either theory could be correct or they could both be incorrect, as these are just theories. So, let's begin. Firstly, we know the Mondasian Cybermen are returning to Doctor Who. These particular Cybermen haven't been seen since the 60s, in the first Doctor's final adventure, the 10th Planet. Now, the Mondasian Cybermen are from the planet Mondas. Mondas is the 10th planet, as it was once part of our solar system, with Mondas being the twin planet of Earth. Billions of years ago, however, the planet has since been pushed out of orbit with the Earth and sent drifting into space, and with it being suggested that the Moon pushed Mondas out of orbit. The planet was drifting through space and showed no sign of stopping, so the Mondasian Cybermen sent colony ships to conquer and colonize other planets such as Telos, thus creating the Telos Cybermen. Vaults of Cybermen in suspended animation were placed on these planets and became known as tombs. Now the Cybermen are actually quite clever, and eventually invented a propulsion system strong enough for them to pilot the planet Mondas through space and back to its original solar system, our solar system. As Mondas began to rejoin the solar system in 1986, the Cybermen decided to try and invade and colonize planet Earth. So with Mondas drawing closer, draining at Earth's energy to replace and supplement its own. However, the energy was way too much, and Mondas disintegrated along with all the Cybermen on Earth. So at this point, Mondas is destroyed, disintegrated, gone forever. But in this trailer we see the ship the episode is set on, heading for the planet Mondas, suggesting this is before Mondas was destroyed. So the ship heading to Mondas when all was well and the planet is still a planet and not destroyed, meaning that the episode is set as part of Mondas's past, set before the 10th planet, before the Doctor first encountered the Cybermen. If this is the case, then how far back are we in terms of the history of Mondas? Are the TARDIS team heading to Mondas before the Cybermen were even there? Why would I even be saying that this could be set before the Cybermen were on Mondas? Well, if we think about the last time we saw Mondasian Cybermen, it was when they were invading Earth, or on Mondas, right before it was disintegrated. So it's further back than the 10th planet that we have the ship that the episode is set on. This ship is known to contain Cybermen, with photos suggesting many variations of Cybermen will be shown. Now, what if the ship in question has a purpose and fits into the timeline of Mondas? What if the ship is a Cyberman colony ship, similar to that of which invaded and converted the people of Telos, as I mentioned earlier? So far we have Mondas, but most likely before it was destroyed and possibly before the Cybermen even existed, and a ship heading for Mondas, which is most likely a colony ship, similar to those which were sent out to conquer and convert and create Cybermen in the first place. What if this is true? Well, the Cybermen have been capable of time travel before, and have resulted to stealing technology. This even allowed them to travel from one universe to the other in the 2009 specials, The Next Doctor. So Cybermen are capable of time travel if provided with the correct equipment, either by theft or creation. If a Mondasian Cyberman colony ship was flying around the universe invading other planets, then it would not be affected by the disintegration, so the Mondasian Cybermen would survive, and if they had time travel, they could potentially return home to Mondas with this information. But how would they do it? How would they time travel? Remember, this is the Cybermen at the very beginning. They don't exactly have the same abilities as the modern ones. So it looks like no time travel, no way home, until someone decides to help, someone all too familiar to the Doctor, and in fact, the Cybermen of the future. This person is the Master, as portrayed by John Simm. Yes, the Master helps the Cybermen to return to Mondas with his knowledge of time travel and Gallifreyan technology, as he knows how TARDISes which are capable of time travel work, and is capable of messing with paradoxes by butchering the TARDIS. The Master is known to be smarter than the Doctor when it comes to technology, but only just. He could most likely form some kind of time travel, but most likely not the perfect kind. So the Master could be capable of returning the Mondasian Cybermen and Mondas itself to the Whoniverse. But is that all? We find out as part of the official Big Finish audio adventures featuring the Fifth Doctor and companion Nyssa that the Mondasians were not Cybermen at the time they were floating through space. They were in fact living underground, still with emotion. They weren't Cybermen, they were real people. So no Cybermen. But what if the Master is the one who not only gets the Mondasian Cybermen back home, but home early? The Mondasian Cybermen, the ship the finale is set on, going towards Mondas before the Cybermen existed. What if this is the case, then who did invent the Cybermen? Where did they originally come from? Who came up with the idea? The answer is staring us right in the face. And the answer has one name. And his name is the Master. Yes, that's right, my theory ends on the idea that the Master didn't just help the Cybermen. He's not there to just bring them home. He's there to create the Cybermen. The ship they are on is massive and contains loads of sick, injured or dying patients. As shown in the trailers and promo images, these sick people will become the first Cybermen and then deem it upon themselves that life as a Cyberman is better, to help those on Mondas to not go through the sickness, illness or injury they suffered by turning them into Cybermen. Well then, we have a theory where the Master, played by John Simm, creates the Cybermen from his sick, injured or dying people of Mondas. The ship containing these people could be a ship sent from Mondas before the Cybermen existed in the form of a hospital ship, or the ship could be a Cyberman colony ship which has survived the disintegration of Mondas and are now returning home, with the help of the Master by returning home early to create the Mondasian Cybermen, as at this point in time the Mondasians are actually living underground, living normal lives, while their planet tumbles through space after being knocked out of orbit by the moon. Blimey. If this theory is indeed correct, then it begs the question, who is the first Cyberman? What did you think of the theory? Do you have your own theory? Feel free to share and discuss in the comments below, and if you like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button, check out my other videos on Series 10, and more, and subscribe if you want to see more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.